Là, c'est sport quand même.
This is crazy.
Très sport.
Really crazy.
Sans assistance, c'est juste impossible.
There was no way I could have gone any further without help. So I'm glad this man could give me a hand. There used to be a bridge here, but now it's gone. If the whole trip is like this, it's gonna be tough. Amazonia, 4.5 million square kilometers, about 7 times the size of France. One of the most hostile and least populated regions in the world. The government in Brazil decided to give some of this uninhabited land to landless people. I want to meet some of those who are hoping to turn this hell into a paradise. From now on, my road is the river. They call this an Amazonian shower. Oh, this is a village. A real village. El Dorado de Juma is a village in the forest, 7 hours away from its nearest neighbor. This eyesore mushroomed during the 2006 gold rush, the greatest in 20 years. For some, Amazonia is hell. For others, it's a garden of Eden. For me, it's the Wild West. I feel the fever taking me over. I want to understand what drives men to claim a piece of Amazonia, hoping to find gold. Baixinho, how many people work here?
1,000 people.
1,000? Wow. And they all live here too?
They work and live here.
Toi aussi?
You too?
Yeah, come on, I'll show you how we extract the gold. We started mining gold 2 years ago. At first there were only a few tents. Gradually the camp got bigger.
The reality is a bit disappointing. El Dorado de Juma is nothing but a hole. A 10 square kilometer hole in the heart of the forest, surrounded by men and their machines. But all I see is men in search of adventure. Baixinho is the nickname, meaning little man. He is a quiet man, but he is both feared and respected here. He's the head of the Gold Prospectors Cooperative. He offers to guide me around.
The machine pumps the water and earth up to the sieve. From there it all flows down into a barrel. Then we can proceed to the final stage. This isn't high technology. What we do is scaled up manual work.
How did they find this place? We are in the middle of nowhere.
Garimpeiros came here prospecting. They could see right away that this area had great potential. And then they found ore. That's how it all started. And this is what it has become.
When people find gold, where do they sell it?
Some people sell their gold right here, but most people go into town because they can get a better price there. Here, a gram only sells for 40 to 42 reals. In town, you get 46 or 48. You lose money if you sell it here.
About 20 grams of gold, halfway to a fortune.
This is the co-op office in Juma, where we collect subscriptions and share out the gold.
Ah, bon. Obrigado. As long as it's worthless, the land belongs to no one. But ever since this El Dorado was discovered, everyone has been fighting over it. The state claims it is the rightful owner, but people come from thousands of kilometers away with forged title deeds and claim the land belongs to them. The prospectors have organized a cooperative to fight for their claims. I've made friends with Antonio. He's from Manaus, 2,000 kilometers away in the northeast of Brazil. The water and earth come from the hole down there, and they are pumped up here, and for 2 or 3 days... What? For 2 or 3 days, the water flows down. Gold nuggets remain in the sieves, and after that, you try to find the gold.
All you do is talk. Come and help me instead.
They use water and not mercury here to separate gold from the earth. The men work in teams of 4. They are employed by the machine owners, and they get to keep only a small percentage, about 6%, of what they find, given to them in gold, of course. How did you hear about El Dorado de Juma?
There was a program on TV. People told me about it. At the time, I lived in Mato Grosso, and I wanted to open a snack bar in Santarém. But my girlfriend, who's a street peddler, suggested we come here. She hoped she could find a job and do business. I didn't want to come at first, but she went on and on. And that's how I got here.
Do you make a good living here?
It depends on how lucky you are. Finding gold is like playing the lottery. If you get lucky, you can find 150 grams of gold in 3 kilos of earth. At 40 reals a gram, in 2 weeks you can earn enough to live for 4 or 5 months. But that's pretty rare.
How long are you going to do this? You could this forever. What will you do with the money you make?
A garimpero, a gold prospector, always has a hard time moving on, because the day he finds 200 grams, he thinks maybe he can find a kilo the next day. Poor people always hope to improve their lives. God knows when this mine will close down. When that day comes, everyone will move on. I have no ties. I'm a rodado, a man with no land. When that day comes, I'll just seek my fortune somewhere else.
Prospectors need courage and determination to make it to the heart of the forest. They leave their families behind, to embrace a new land, to turn tons of mud into a few grams of gold. They are looking for adventure and a new life. Like this?
Easy. You've got to hold it more gently. Don't turn it so fast. I'm teaching the little fella from scratch.
Wow.
Look at all that.
It's crazy. Gold everywhere. Should I turn it clockwise?
Look, you've got to go like this with your hand to make sure the gold stays in the bottom of the pan and doesn't fall back into the water.
You need a lot of patience.
You're right, but patience takes practice.
It's a childhood dream come true. I've always wanted to pan for gold in Amazonia. Now I see I'm not the only one to have that dream. When the mine engines finally stop and the prospectors go back to their huts, I can hear the forest screaming, but to my traveler's eyes, the sky turns into a gold pan, at the bottom of which I hope to see the moon, shining. As I leave, I realize how valuable traveling can be. and how little a man's life is worth in Amazonia. The men carry guns to protect us on the 7-hour trip to the next village. Pachinho has half a kilo of gold, 10,000 euros worth, tucked away in a bag. He'll sell it as soon as we arrive. I leave El Dorado to continue my search for paradise in the heart of this Amazonian hell. It takes me 3 days to reach Manaus. Manaus is a concrete jungle, home to 1.5 million people at the junction of the Rio Solimões and the Rio Negro. There's no avoiding Manaus on my trip upriver.
Bom dia. Eu vou para Novo Iron.
Novo Iron?
Sim.
Eu vejo.
Acá? Manaus.
Everything has to go through Manaus. Manufactured products from all over Brazil and exotic goods from the forest. Manaus isn't just a port, it's like a giant bus station. Passengers can go everywhere from here. I'm heading towards the Rio Negro to meet an anaconda hunter. Hopefully at the end of this ski, I should find a boat to take me there. Is this the boat to Novo Iron? What time does it leave?
At 8 o'clock.
Where can I sleep?
Sim.
You can climb up there and sling your hammock. The boat leaves at 8, but passengers can get on at 6.
Thank you. There's now a road between Manaus and Novo Iron, but boats are still the best way to travel in Amazonia.
Quanto es? ¿1 real? Qu'est-ce que je prends? 100. Obrigado.
I need to stock up because it's gonna be a long night. It's a 12-hour trip,
12 heures de voyage. Et 8 heures
plus an 8-hour wait.
Le bateau se charge.
They are loading up the boat,
Moi, je vais me faire une...
and I think I'll have a fried banana. The boat gently rocks, and wild pigs settle down alongside bicycles. As departure time gets nearer, the hammocks fill up and the tension rises. There shouldn't be more than 50 passengers, but we are about 100.
Bon, bah, j'ai pas dormi.
Well, I didn't get any sleep.
Soir, en fait.
Today started last night, actually. Hammocks are comfortable, but there's no way you can rest when there's 100 of you packed in the same boat.
Obrigado.
I get off, bubbling with all the nervous energy of a city dweller. But in this faraway land, life is smooth and easy. Time has no meaning. The still waters of the Rio set the tone for everything. I got off the ferry, a little way downriver, and now a water taxi is taking me to see Bellow, an anaconda hunter. Bellow is what they call a caboclo. He lives on the banks of the river. I hope he will show me how to live on the wild side of the Amazon, because I've got no clue so far.
Bom dia.
Bellow?
Esta aqui é minha barraca.
This is the house where I live with my family.
Esta aqui
This is my daughter,
é filha.
and these are my two
Este é
grandsons.
neto. Aquele é neto.
Come with me.
Agora vou por
I'll
aqui
introduce you to the others.
apresentar tudo.
This is my
Este
son-in-law.
genro.
He's the one
Ele
that
que
catches
caça.
anacondas.
So what do you
Eu
hunt?
só jacaré.
Only caimans.
Só caço jacaré.
I only hunt chickens.
Ele só caça galinha.
From their little haven of peace, Bellow and his family watch visitors come and go with the rise and fall of the river. During the rainy season, the water can rise 15 meters. But on a houseboat, you always know you can be safe, living at the right level, that of nature. Here, I feel I've discovered a new kind of treasure. This is like Noah's Ark, where everyone takes things easy, just like the sloth that shares this home. He's just spotted the bottles. He can't go any faster.
Vamos ver aqui uma sucuri.
We're going to try to catch the anaconda that my son-in-law saw yesterday.
Achou uma.
He couldn't get close to it because he was on his own.
Não teve coragem de pegar ela.
He thinks his nest is nearby, and we might be able to catch it today.
Está na casa dela. Então nós viemos agora, ele já veio com um pouco de coragem, mais para capturar ela.
Come on, let's go.
On va où par là? How long have you been hunting anacondas?
About 20 years.
20 years? Why do you hunt them?
Para mostrar.
To show them to tourists.
This has all been a joke, hasn't it? You just wanted to show me the mosquitoes, right?
You're not allowed to kill mosquitoes, you know. It's forbidden.
What?
É proibido matar.
You know, you can't kill them.
You can't kill mosquitoes?
Não pode matar.
You
Tem
must
que
let them
deixar
feed on your blood.
Ele manjar o sangue.
A soldier is going to step out of the forest to check I haven't killed any, right?
That's
Com
right.
certeza, vai acontecer isso.
Do anacondas live in the water or on dry land?
Ela mora na água, mas só que a gente captura.
They live in the water, but we capture them when they're sunning themselves on dry land.
Pegando banho de sol, andando.
We catch them like this.
Pega e luta.
You see?
Briga.
The truth is, the snakes scare me to death. I didn't even check what an anaconda looks like before coming. How do you know which way to go? Does it leave tracks?
Tá querendo te ver.
You've got to look carefully. That's about it.
I'm looking hard. I can't see a thing.
Olha aqui, ó. Aqui que ela tava ontem. Cocô.
See? It was here. You can see some of its excrement.
Aqui ela
The
tava
anaconda must have been
sol.
sunbathing here.
Sol. Ela estava por aqui.
Maybe it's
Aqui
gone
ela
back
pode
into
ter
the
descido
water.
pra água.
How long ago?
Não, há muito tempo não.
Just a few minutes ago, I think.
Can they climb trees too?
Ela sobe para pegar
Yeah,
macaco,
sometimes when they can't find anything to eat on the ground, they climb into the trees to catch monkeys.
No chão, ela sobe para cima. foi.
Look over there. Go get it.
Can I come too?
Vai capturar. Captura ela que a gente te ajuda aí.
Enorme. It's huge. How much does it weigh?
About 20 kilos, I think.
Does it bite?
Oh, yes.
How big do anacondas get?
Once I saw one that was 8 meters long.
What should you watch out for when you hunt anacondas? It looks really easy. You grab it from behind and that's it? I'm not saying I could do it.
Você pega aqui com duas mãos.
You've got to catch it like this, with both hands. And someone else must get hold of the rest of its body, so it can't coil up. Otherwise, you could die, it could strangle you to death. Anacondas are very strong.
Have you even been hurt by an anaconda while hunting?
Ela pulou na mão.
Yes, once I was holding one, and it jumped and bit my hand.
Ao mesmo tempo ele passou a saliva.
As soon as you get bitten, Indian people say you should spit on the bite so it heals more quickly.
A saliva da pessoa é remédio.
It's the best way to treat a snake bite in the jungle.
Bellow has tamed the serpent, so this Garden of Eden can last forever. He is the guardian of this place. When I am with him, I can almost believe that I could live here safely once I came to terms with the distances and the extreme weather conditions. The sun sets on my paradise. The night is filled with goodbyes, and my heart fills with sadness. It's time to go. Thank you, Bellow. It's taken us 2 days, sailing upriver to reach Barcelos, where I hoped to get a ferry going up to the Rio Negro, to São Gabriel da Cochera. But unfortunately, the boat only comes once a week and I missed it. So I found this water taxi to take me upriver to a fisherman's village.
Bom dia. Sou Francisco. Oi.
This is Christophe, a Frenchman who's traveling on the Rio Negro.
Certo, Francisco.
Hello, I'm Francisco.
Tudo bom?
Bom dia.
É o teu primeiro, Rei.
O que é isso? Artesanato.
These are handicrafts we make here.
Que produz
We also make this
daqui.
and this.
Bom,
Bom?
sim. Esse cabecinho, uau. Esse é um paradiso.
É. Muito bonito, né?
Ah, beautiful, huh?
Aqui porque
It's
hoje
not so
agora
windy
não
today.
tá mais
Usually it's cooler.
ventando como estava esses outros dias, mas é mais
But
ventilado.
the air is really pure
Aqui é
here.
puro. Muito bom.
It's early in the morning. It's already 30 degrees. The children are swimming. We are getting ready to go fishing, and it takes forever to do anything. Francisco, his wife, and his sister make a living with a very special sort of fishing. They catch tropical fish for people's aquariums. This will be the start of a long voyage that will end up at the bottom of a glass tank. What a strange connection between Amazonia and the rest of the world.
Esses cardinal graúdo.
They're lively today.
De nada.
Did you catch any?
I got 4.
Pegou? O que ele pegou? Só piada.
Wait, there's a problem here.
Cabeça vermelha?
We call the redhead a rodosh. And the one with spots
Esse
a
mariscado
xadrez.
Tudo é peixe
This one's a
ornamental
cardinal.
e o cardinal.
They're all aquarium fish.
They caught hundreds, and I got 4.
Isso.
Easy, easy.
De muita aula, olha, ele matou.
You've just killed one. That's an ecological crime.
Crime contra a ecologia. Deveria ser multado.
You've got to pay a fine.
Matou peixe.
It's dead.
Morreu.
I'm sorry.
Vai ter que
You're going to
passar
have to
hoje o
spend
dia
a
todinho
whole
aqui
day with us to
trabalhando
learn
pra
how to
não
catch them
matar mais
properly.
piaba.
Bonne?
Pra não machucar os outros, procura uma
To
parte
avoid
que não
killing
tem
them,
peixe,
you should
aí
catch
junta.
them where there aren't
Aí
too
só
many
toma,
of them.
tira,
And
não
pull up the
matou
saucer
nenhum.
quickly. That way you won't kill them. Got it?
Continua matando.
Well, you just killed another one.
J'arrête.
I give up.
C'est toi qui fais. alors.
You do it.
Olha, 2, 1, 2.
Ouais, j'ai compris.
I get it.
Disculpe.
What's this?
They're borboletas. You must catch them without water, otherwise they jump.
That's really something.
Se botar água.
Careful, they're jumping out.
Ornemental?
É.
Quanto
What do you
cuesta?
get for them?
Tanto
Whatever
faz
kind of
o
fish you
tipo,
catch.
porque aqui são
Cardinal
vários tipos,
tetras,
né?
borboletas,
Cardinal,
pistogramas,
borboleta,
xadrez, laps.
lápis, rodoche.
We get 10 reals for 1,000
R$10,
fish.
milheiro.
That's
rien.
peanuts.
Tem vezes que a gente passa.
Sometimes we can't catch as much
o
as
dia
that in
todo
an
não
entire
consegue
day.
capturar milheiro.
Mais t'arrives à faire
Can you
vivre
support the
toute ta
whole
famille
family that way?
Logo quando dá muito.
Usually it's not
até dá,
enough.
porque a gente pega 6,
When there's a lot of
8,
fish and we
10,
manage to
15
catch 6
milheiros
or
por
10,000
semana.
or even
E aí, quando
15,000
ele
in
já
a week,
fica
it's good.
Difícil aí não dá.
but most of the time it's hard and we don't make much money.
pouco e custa muito pra gente pegar.
It's the same problem everywhere. Fishermen catch the fish, and farmers till the earth, and they get less money than anyone else. It's the same all over the world. There are so many middlemen. Tropical fish like this are really expensive in Europe or America.
Let's try somewhere else. We're making too much noise. We're frightening the fish.
Are we going to take the boat?
Yes.
Quer embarcar logo ou quer ir por água ainda?
Pra ter pegado era com rapiché.
Era mesmo. Ei, velho. Era pra te ter poado aqui na...
Non mais attends,
They are giving us a real show.
Francesco.
Oi.
Hey Francisco, can this thing kill me?
It can sting and really hurt you.
I'm not going back into the water.
Careful, it can bite and scratch you. It could cut your finger. That really hurts.
Morde?
Morde.
Tout mort ici.
Everything bites here.
Everything's dangerous here, especially the women.
Ele leva na sua canoa, tarrafa, zagaia e canamurim. Ele leva na sua canoa, chibé, peixe, seco e piracuí. Ele conhece os segredos do rio.
Here only fish end up in aquariums. Turtles get eaten. Do you often eat turtles?
Yes, we often do. These are kabisu turtles.
Can you eat everything?
Yep, everything but the shell and bones.
Directement. Ah ouais, d'accord.
Okay, I see. Wow.
Oh, le délire. Le manioc. Rien ne se perd.
Nothing is lost, nothing is added, everything is transformed.
Non, non, je vais pas le faire.
No, I'm not gonna drop it.
Fini?
Done?
I'm taking this to the table. It smells good.
Yummy.
Você está bem sal.
Nunca fiz isso, né?
How many people live in the village?
Oh, about 60 people live here at the moment.
Et tout le monde pêche.
Does everyone here fish?
Yes, everyone does.
Quoi, je mange ça, moi?
Oh, is this for me?
Here, taste this bit. It's grilled.
Ok, c'est gentil.
Do you like turtle liver?
Si, muito bon.
Very good.
Muito bon.
It's good, huh?
At Francisco's, you don't get a nap after lunch. You've got to earn your dessert. And it's 3 hours canoeing away. The thing here is, you have to look down for snakes and look up for acai, the fruit we are trying to find.
On va essayer d'aller chercher.
Watch out, hornets.
Haribon?
Ouais, d'accord.
Okay, never mind. Let's try another way.
Ah ouais, c'est là qu'on monte.
Ah, that's where you climb up.
D'accord. Comment
How do you do it?
Watch.
Une bonne corde.
Oh, a good piece of rope then.
Coloca no pé.
Quasi direct.
Climbing down must be tough too.
O maduro esse aqui.
Try one, they're ripe.
É maduro.
Deixa eu ver.
Sim, sim. O vinho dele que é bom.
The juice is wonderful.
Ça a le goût de bois.
It tastes like wood.
Je pense que c'est pas mieux en fait.
It's not ripe, is it?
Non, ça a le goût de myrtille.
No, actually it tastes like blueberries.
Your turn.
Attends.
Wait.
Je vais avancer le
Let
truc.
me get it right.
Tem que quebrar essa mão, faz isso.
Relax.
Tem que ajudar com o braço.
Use your arms.
Pé e o braço puxa pra cima.
Push with your feet and pull yourself up.
Okay, I get it.
You gotta go for it.
It's too slippery.
Assim ele pega mais
It'll
apoio.
be easier this way.
Ok.
I give up. As I don't look like much, but they are getting more and more popular in top Western restaurants. They are supposed to help prevent cancer. Health knows no borders. But it has two prices. A liter of juice costs a few reals here in the forest, but it sells for $35 in the USA.
Pourquoi avoir choisi
Why did you choose to live in such an isolated area, 3 hours from your nearest town?
3 heures de bateau d'ici.
Depende de muitas coisas.
There were lots of
A
reasons.
cidade que você vê tão
We felt that
próximo daqui,
Barcel, the nearest village,
ela tá se
was too
tornando uma
violent
cidade
for our
não
kids.
só a cidade, o povo muito agressivo. E
And our life is healthier here because we eat
a
better food.
alimentação aqui é muito mais saudável, muito
This is
é
better
muito
than
bom, é
Barcel.
indiferenciável de Barcelos.
Pour l'isolement,
Isn't
c'est
it
quand même
hard
pas
being
trop
so
difficile,
isolated?
Parce qu'il manque toujours quelque
Isn't
chose.
there always something
Tem
you
às
need?
vezes 2 ou 3 vezes.
If we want to, we can have someone bring supplies 2 or 3 times a week by boat.
Et combien de fois tu
How
retournes
many
en ville
times a month do you go to town?
Como a gente trabalha com saúde,
As the village chief, I look after people's health. So it depends on whether there are accidents.
Da população, né? Se tiver
If
2,
anything
3
serious
vezes,
happens, I go to town as often as necessary.
Se não, só uma vez
Otherwise, I only go once a
em
month.
30 dias.
Francisco's small independent republic is a paradise at the ends of the earth. It may not be completely self-sufficient, but here, the acais are as sweet as the forbidden fruit, and you can pluck them off the trees. And the finest aquarium in creation is on your doorstep.
Ela morena faceira, cintura de pilão. Quando rebe a pescadeira, levanta a poeira do chão. É no seu remeleixo, é no seu remeleixo, é no seu remeleixo que o nego fica doidão. Mexe, mexe, gatinha, mexe, 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 gatinha assanhada que a rapaziada é contigo mexer. Mexe, mexe, requebra, mexe, mexe,
Muito obrigado.
Thanks a lot.
My pleasure. It was great.
Que perdeu o barco, mas agora já tem outro barco.
Have a good trip to São Gabriel and stay in
Chega lá,
touch.
nos comunica.
Merci beaucoup.
Thanks a lot.
Ciao.
Beijo também.
São Gabriel, c'est sûr. Hein?
Goodbyes all around as we set off in search of new smiles along the river. We're heading straight towards the Colombian border. I have finally reached São Gabriel da Cochera, the capital city of the Upper Rio Negro region. But it's only a small capital with 13,000 inhabitants, and 1 person in 4 is in the army. I'm going along with some soldiers to meet Father Juan, a missionary in the heart of the forest. This could be some trip. The Upper Rio Negro, on the Colombian and Venezuelan borders, is one of the wildest regions in the world. This is the territory of FARC and of coca growers. The soldiers know these rough waters well. They are guardian angels with submachine guns. They are the only guarantors of the state's authority. They try to deter drug traffickers, and sometimes they protect travelers too. Father Juan is both an Indian and a missionary. He came to Taracua 2 years ago to dedicate his life to God and to his 300-strong parish. He is a member of the Salesians, a Christian community whose aim is to bring education to young Indians and the gospel to the elders. I feel as if I've been traveling for years, and yet I've only been following the Rio Negro for a few weeks. When I get here, what I see is a gigantic church. What made the Salesians settle here, in such a hostile region?
For us Indians, this is a paradise. Nature has provided us with everything: fish, game, the fruit of the trees. We don't work like you people in the West, where you start paying taxes as soon as you're born. That's why modern life is so difficult. You fall asleep thinking about the coming bills, and you wake up to pay them. Here we don't have that. We sleep soundly here. We just need to protect nature and to live. As an Indian, living in Indian communities, I feel I have a foretaste of paradise.
God's gospel needs more than the wind and the air to spread. To pass it on, Father Juan must travel the biggest diocese on earth. With soaring oil prices, he can only travel for 2 weeks, every 3 months. Father, how many kilometers is it from one end of your parish to the other?
We don't go by kilometers. We count in days or hours. With this boat, it takes me 4 to 5 hours to travel upriver to the next community. The best part of a day.
Given the huge territory and the small size of your congregation, isn't it a bit unrealistic to think you're going to spread the faith this way?
It's not economically efficient. We spend a lot of energy and money to reach a small number of people. But it's worth it. Our sacrifice and our dedication to God's children are worth it. Solidarity is what drives us.
This is nearly the end of my journey, but it also promises a new beginning, a kind of baptism by the forest. I want to meet Indians who can find everything they need in the forest itself, without doing it any harm.
How are you, Marcelo?
Nice to meet you.
Então, padre, nós vamos para nossa casa um pouco, tomar menos chibé. Tá certo.
Canary is a peaceful community with only 7 families. The outside world has caught up with them, but Marcelo, their chief, is trying to revive their traditions. Hunting with one bullet. For Marcelo and his family, it's mainly an opportunity to roam, to pass on knowledge, and commune with the spirits of the forest.
Esse aqui é o cipó que a gente chama.
This is a liana we call wampe.
Esse aí serve para
We make our houses and our baskets out of it.
e fazer paneiro para poder
To use it,
utilizar
you have to
ela.
take off the bark.
Tirar
We
essa
only
casca,
use the fibers
vai
inside.
ficar só aquele cipó que está lá dentro.
So you know the forest as well as you know the river?
Nascemos aqui na
I was
floresta,
born and
então
brought
por isso
up
que
in
a
the
gente
forest.
conhecemos.
That's how I know it so well.
Na terra firme.
I come here every day.
chamamos de mata.
I always
Sempre
take
a
this
gente
path.
passa por aqui, nesse caminho.
There are plenty of different kinds of birds to hunt
Onde a
here,
gente buscamos
and this is
também
where I get the
a paz,
materials and wood to build our homes.
Is it important for you to live in harmony with nature?
Eu prefiro de viver.
There's more and
a
more
forma que
pressure
a
to
gente
live
tá
like white
vivendo,
people.
Não é a forma
It started when the
antiga
first
tradição,
missionaries
mas
came.
Hoje a gente vivemos de forma
I know that it has brought us
quase
many
dentro do
things,
branco, porque a
but
gente
we've lost a lot in the
criamos
process too.
Uma civilização desde do
I prefer to live like my ancestors, in a traditional way,
pouco a gente
with the
vai
forest and with
resgatar,
nature.
e pouco nós vamos perder também.
On my last day in Amazonia, I wake up, surrounded by angels. They are beckoning me for a last trip to paradise. To get there, you need a pair of wings and thousands of feet. We all set off together. The Indians know that to preserve harmony, all you need to do is listen to nature. This is mankind's new challenge. It's time to leave. People say goodbye here with just one word, a word that means forest. So, bon voyage and selva.